Hello, everybody. How's everyone tonight? Good. I'm Allison Clark. I am the Membership and Communications Director for TIFI. I am also the Tourism Technology Coordinator for PEI, which is hosting this workshop tonight. So thanks, everyone, for coming. We have Suzanne Scott with us tonight, who will be hosting the workshop on the social tourist. And Suzanne is the leader in the craft industry. She is a potter and marketer of her family business, Village Pottery. She has used digital marketing to greatly increase her sales at Village Pottery and has been training other small business owners to do the same. She manages over a dozen social media accounts and is an event planner with the Etsy Artisans of PEI, as well as the PEI Crafts Council president. So I would like to welcome Suzanne.
Great. Thank you. What a nice little introduction.
You're welcome.
I'm just going to stand over here and hope that you guys can hear me okay. We're good? All right. So I have to apologize. I just had an Etsy market on Saturday and I managed to pick up a lovely little cold at that event. So voice is a little rough tonight, but bear with me. So we'll get started here. Tonight we're going to talk about digital marketing and we're going to focus on a few different areas. I wanted to start by just kind of getting a feel for the room, your guys' experience with social media, and I'll also dive in a little bit more with my experience. So yeah, born and raised in Charlottetown. I've been fortunate enough to live in a couple different countries. So when I was 19, I went down to the Cayman Islands, and that's when I really fell in love with the tourism industry and came back and discovered the travel and tourism program at Holland College. So my passion, one of my passions is definitely the tourism industry, and I've managed to kind of weave that into my life. Come on in. And so since traveling around, I ended up in Austria and finished my degree over there, a little village called Krems in Lower Austria. Then I came back. It's now 5 years that I've been back on PEI and just returned from my brother's wedding, met a guy, and then one thing led to another. Here I am running my parents' business, Village Pottery. I'll tell you a little bit more about that. In the last 4 years, I got involved with the Craft Council, and that kind of started as it does. Somebody said, you know, why don't you come to the AGM and just see what it's all about, and I became a member at large, and then next thing I know, I became, hello, come on in guys, we're just getting started. Next thing, I become the vice president, and now I'm the chair, so really enjoying that role, and I've also gotten involved with Etsy too, so I don't know if you guys are familiar with Etsy, but it's an online marketplace to buy and sell handmade and vintage goods. So Etsy Artisans are a team of people that sell online that live on PEI. So I'm kind of the coordinator of that group, and a lot of the Etsy people are younger craft people, and you know the PEI Craft Council are more traditional older people. So it's been kind of interesting to weave the two together and kind of figure out a way to get them to grow in the same direction. In the last couple of years, I've also gotten into social media in a big way. So starting with the Potter's Daughter, which is my jewelry line. I kind of tested those waters with social media through the Potter's Daughter, and then I took Village Pottery there. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that. So who here has been to Village Pottery? Any show of hands? Yeah, a couple people. Awesome. So we're located in New London, right on Route 6. So we're right next to Lucy Maud's birthplace, Anne's Land. So we're really fortunate. Mom found this building in 1973. Hey, come on in. And it was actually located on the corner of Route 6 and 20, right next to the birthplace. And 20 years into the business, my parents decided to pick it up and move it down the road, which was actually the second time that it was moved, crazy enough. And at that point, we added in a full foundation down below, and that's where we make all the pottery. And we acquired a house next door, so we rent that out to tourists. So we're open May until October. We've just got another 2 weeks left in the season. I grew up in the shop as a kid. I really had no intentions of, taking over the shop and it becoming my career. And I guess coming back in 2010, I started with promoting it online, and we didn't have a good website. We weren't on social media, so that's where I started. and just really tried things out. Like, I had zero experience. I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't have anybody to teach me. So, you know, just kind of by trial and error, I was able to find a way to promote our business online, and have seen a great increase in sales, like 40% increase over the last 5 years. So I guess I kind of use that as an example that anyone could do this. Anybody could take their business to the next level. I'm going to share some of the tips and some of the things that have worked for me. And I greatly encourage you to ask questions as we go. This is, you know, two-way street. So just if something comes up to your mind, let me know. That's a little bit about Village Pottery. So starting out here, this for some of you may seem, you know, pretty generic, but I just want to make sure we're all on the same page and we all kind of know where we're going here. So just starting with what is social media. Websites and applications that enable users to create and share content or to participate in social networking. So that is the main thing right there, that it is participating in social networking. So it's engaging with others. There's a lot of different platforms. Every day there's a new one. So today we're going to focus on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and a little bit about TripAdvisor. If you guys have any questions about any other networks, feel free to ask. These ones are the most important for, I think, the tourism industry and operators, craftspeople especially. So we're going to dive right in. Claiming your digital real estate. So this is really the first thing that you want to do. If you're hesitating and you're not sure if you want to start tweeting or posting on Facebook, just dive right in and get your account and claim your digital real estate. And what I mean by that, my Twitter handle, for example, is @PotterDaughter. And the reason I couldn't get the Potter's Daughter is because somebody had already gone in and claimed that handle. And once it's gone, it's gone. So going right in there and getting it right away is very important. And, you know, you really don't have to worry about posting, just claiming that handle, and then you can figure out, you know, you can add your profile picture and you can edit your profile and then start thinking about what you're going to post. But right away, just going in and claiming that digital real estate is very important. That also can go with registering your domain. I don't know if anyone has had issues with that, but you know, snatching up all of the domains like .ca, .com, .net, so you don't have any issues moving forward, so you own them all. What is a hashtag? Is there anyone here who's a little unsure about what a hashtag is? Yeah, okay, no worries, it's okay, that's what I'm here for. So basically, a hashtag can be described as an ongoing conversation that's always happening. It's formed by the number sign followed by a word. There's no space in between. So that creates a hyperlink that you can then click on that word and it will take you in to show you everything that's been said about that one thing. So if I, for example, click on hashtag PEI, I'm going to see everybody who's talking about PEI, maybe some people who are coming to visit. So this is a really key thing for you guys, is to look at that hashtag and start following those people. Maybe somebody wants to know where's the best golf course on PEI. You can reply to them publicly on Twitter and suggest, you know, why don't you come here? We're open these hours. So hashtags are great for events. I don't know if people are on Twitter, like there's a lot of great conversations happening like during award shows or any sporting events, and you can follow right along just looking at that hashtag. You can use it to promote your business. You can create your own business hashtag, and also use it to describe photos to get more likes on Instagram is a really good tip as well. So finding, you can actually search on Instagram what are the most popular hashtags to use for your certain industry or whatever you're going to be posting about. It's also great, there's such thing called Twitter chats. And you can look these up and just in your industry search, what are the relevant Twitter chats happening. And I just looked this up and found out about Travel Tuesdays. So every Tuesday throughout the day, people are using this hashtag and talking about a place that they're going to visit, or maybe it's somebody who lives on PEI and wants to promote their establishment. So I just gave an example tweet down here. Potter's House is a charming farmhouse at New London PEI, and then a shortened link to the Potter's House page. And then I included hashtag Travel Tuesday, hashtag PEI. So it's always good to include the hashtags just at the end of a tweet, and just try and keep it to 2, 3 max. And you never want to have more hashtags to your content tweet. Does that make sense? Any questions about the hashtag? Couple other things. You can include numbers with a hashtag, but you can't include punctuation signs, like the money sign or like a dash % sign is going to cut that hashtag off right there. So just be aware of that. And yeah, using the search bar on Instagram and Twitter especially is really good to kind of search out popular hashtags to use. And also just to find people to follow and see what people are talking about. Like people could be talking about your business right now, and you can use that search bar to find out and connect with those people. And just as an activity, it's good to kind of think up your own hashtag for your business. And, that could be something that represents your company, could be your motto, could be just even the name of your business too. Some people like to do that. So just try and think up something that you could use moving forward. And do's and don'ts with hashtags. Really try and be specific and cater to the social network. So on Instagram, it's more about describing the photos. And then with Twitter, it's hashtags are great for events and just trying to connect with others. There's another side of hashtags where you may have seen, because now they're on Facebook as well, and you'll see people that write these really long hashtags with a bunch of words that don't really make any sense. And that's kind of like the funny, clever side of using hashtags. But as a business owner, you wouldn't want to do this, and it's really not professional. So I suggest just keeping them, relevant to what you're posting about. And like I said before, try not to have more hashtags than the words that you're typing in the tweet or the post, okay? So we're going to dive right into Facebook, because I know, is everyone kind of familiar with Facebook? Like, show of hands, do you have a Facebook personal page? Yeah, everybody? Okay, perfect. So to have a business page, you must have a personal account on Facebook, and that's something that I encounter every once in a while that people aren't really comfortable with. But really, you could have very minimal on your personal page, but you must have a personal account and be registered with Facebook to create a business page. Does that make sense? So after you create the page, you'll have to select what sort of page you're going to be. So are you a local business, an organization, not-for-profit? You'll select from there. And then you'll want to go in and create kind of the look of the whole page. So profile picture, cover photo. Cover photo is going to be that long, wide one. So you want that to really reflect your business. Usually for a profile picture, you might do your logo, or just a really clear shot of your business as well. Adding in a description, your hours of business, and then there's a spot for a link to your website, and then that will hyperlink right to your site. So it's great to fill that stuff in. So after you've created the page, the first thing you want to do is invite all your friends. It's kind of labor intensive because they don't really let you select all your friends and then hit send, so you do have to go in and select them all. And encouraging them to share. Your page is a great way to start getting likes. And then you can start posting from there. So once you've got your page going, I really suggest Going and there's a search bar on the top of Facebook, going and searching out other similar businesses and seeing what they're doing and see what they're saying. I have certain people that I still like on Facebook because I really don't like what they're posting. It's kind of funny to say, but it kind of keeps me in check and reminds me, okay, I don't want to put my status updates in all cap locks, because there are some people that do that, or people that post too much. So, you know, it's good to kind of start liking a variety of different businesses and get a feel. So going in and liking similar businesses, and seeing what kind of content they're posting, how are they engaging with their fans. Also important at the beginning to search your business name. There may have already been a page created under your business. This can happen when people just start checking in, because Facebook kind of has a places area that will create a business spot for you. So going in and making sure that you've claimed your business is, again, like claiming your digital real estate. And the most important point here, there can be some confusion about this, but you like a page, you join a group, and you friend a person. So everyone here would want to create a business page. You would not want to create a group, and you would not want people to have to send a friend request. So you're going to create a personal page, and then from there you'll create a business page. Does that make sense? Yeah? Great. So some Facebook tips and tricks. Yeah?
If I have a Facebook page
Mm-hmm.
and I sell my business,
Yeah.
is it possible to transfer that business
To that
to
person.
another
Yeah.
person?
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty easily done.
Okay.
Yeah. So
That's why it's so
just the
important to
email
make
address.
sure it's a business page and not your personal
Right.
page.
Okay.
Yeah. Very good point, because you couldn't transfer it if it was a person. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Am I blocking your guys's? Like, if I stand here, is it okay? Yeah? All right. So some tips and tricks for Facebook. Sharing and posting on a large scale. So this is something that I'll do. Like the Tourism PEI Facebook page has 70,000 likes. And you can go right in there and post. You know, you can comment on one of their posts and say, like I just did this recently, Village Pottery is still open until Thanksgiving. And just a link to the website. And then anybody who sees that is going to see the Village Pottery post as well on the comment. It's kind of sneaky, but you can totally do it. The other thing is tweeting, you know, TiePie or Travel Media PEI. Travel Media PEI is this division under Tourism PEI, if you guys aren't familiar, that are bringing media to PEI, and they're always looking for new places to take these bloggers, and there are all kinds of characters. There's TV show hosts, and so I encourage you to reach out to them and let them know where you guys are at and what you're up to. Invite them. And they're pretty engaging too. Like they'll retweet and they'll, you know, share your content as well. You can ask questions on Facebook, and this is a really neat feature. So for Village Pottery, I will ask a question on the Facebook page and say, you know, what would you like to see added to our Etsy shop? Because we're kind of getting to that stage that our physical shop closes and I ramp up the online shop. So it's an easy, free way to get feedback from my customers. And it also kind of, I feel like it excites the customers too, that they get to have a say and they get to participate in kind of what's happening with our business. This is a big one. So always include a photo, a video, or a link when you are posting on Facebook. Please try to never just do all text. Make sure, you know, you write something and then you're going to include a photo or you're going to include a link to a video. The reason for that, it's going to pick up more traction. It's going to be viewed more, and therefore more people on your page will see it. Do you ever notice, like, on your Facebook page, if somebody buys a house or gets engaged or something big happens and that post gets all these likes and it stays on your page for quite a while? Like, if you go back on Facebook, it's still there. It's because Facebook has kind of realized, okay, this is something that is gone viral, and so they're going to make it stay there for a little while. Same thing goes with posting as a business. You want to attract attention, and if you just have, a plain status update, it's not going to get you very far. And things kind of move pretty quickly through the news feed, so always make sure you're posting quality content. Finding your best time to post is big. There are actual good and bad times. In general, the morning, so from 8 until 10 a.m. or 7 to 9, and then in the evening, 7 till 10 p.m. So when you think about the times that you're sitting on the couch and you're browsing through, that's when you want to be posting, because that's when people are going to be viewing it, okay? If you post kind of in the afternoon, I'm sure, Allison, you can kind of agree with this. There's a window between 2 and 4 p.m. that, don't even bother. Nobody will see it. Nobody will like it. So sticking to the morning and the evening is really huge. Being consistent is another one. So kind of, what's that?
Can you set it to those? Can you just
Yeah.
set it to Glenn?
Yeah, totally. So you can schedule it with Hootsuite or TweetDeck. There's a few other social media managing tools, but those are two I would suggest.
You should be able to do it right in Facebook.
I was
right?
going to say, yeah. Yeah, Facebook had it, for a little while there. Yeah, and on Facebook you can accept messages on your page. Just make sure that you're checking in on those messages, because it can be kind of hard to see them. You can get notifications on those as well. But if you are going to allow messages, make sure you keep up with them, because Facebook does say what your response rate is. And they kind of encourage you to respond if you don't. Getting personal, so mentioning fans' names in posts. So if somebody is commenting on a post of yours, you can reply right directly to them and thank them. And, if somebody posts a photo, say they're at your cottages having a great time, you could ask them, can I share this? And that's great content too, because then you're getting to see people enjoying your place, and it's really encouraging for other people who are thinking about booking. Yeah. So I was just going to show you a few posts that worked well for us. So this one on the left, I used a photo collage, and I had a different picture of all of our glazes, and I asked, what's your favorite? Which of our signature glazes is your favorite? And got lots of people commenting. People are getting involved, and for me that's valuable feedback and things that I can use and say, okay, I should make more of the sunny yellow glaze. And then on the right, our shop in New London opens 2 months from today. Hit like if you're planning to visit us this year. And this got about 90 likes. Kind of what I was saying before, that I'm encouraging people to like a post, and that therefore stayed in more people's news feeds and more people saw it. So it drew up some more attention. Okay. And then this is the one I was just talking about. This is on the Tourism PEI page. So just down on the bottom right, you can see this was a post about there's no shortage of things to do in the fall on PEI. So I was like, oh, that would be great. So I'll just, we're still open. So here's Village Pottery. So anybody who's going to see that post of the 70,000 people is going to see that as well. Facebook check-ins. This is something that you should be aware of. People can be checking into your business. It's great to engage with them, comment, and thank them for coming, or say, why don't you try this while you're here. You can also watch, because there could be, like I said before, duplicate business pages. So somebody could be checking in on your business that you haven't claimed yet. So again, it's like getting that digital real estate. You want to claim that business, so people are checking in. Monitoring reviews, so people can leave reviews on your Facebook page too. So just be aware of that, and you can respond to them as well, whether it's good or bad. And there's also an option to create a call to action button. So this could be, book now, or shop now, and it's just encouraging people to take action. And that can be done just right on the main Facebook page there. And then Facebook ads and boosting posts. I wanted to touch on this because it is really valuable and important. Facebook is making it harder and harder for people who like your page to actually see what you post. It's kind of crazy, but you really have to, one, post quality content and all that. But if you find that's not really getting you the reach that you want, I would suggest trying out Facebook ads and boosting posts. You can also boost a specific event that you're trying to promote, or you can boost your business page. So this is a great way to get more likes. This can be targeted to pretty much anybody, any age that you want, and any place that people are living. So if you wanted to target Ontario females 18 to 35, you can directly do that. Set a certain budget, and then once that budget is up, then your Facebook ad is done. Or you can set a certain date for it to finish. I have had like hit or miss success with Facebook ads. I don't know about you, Allison. Like, yeah, I think it depends on what you're trying to promote. Yeah, you've had good success too. Yeah, my only time that it started to go awry was like I started to see the likes were names in like were Russian names, or like, you know, I'm like, these are not the kind of people that I want liking my page. So just making sure you're targeting to the right people, and kind of keeping an eye on that. Yeah, I'm the boosting posts, I'm doing that a lot now. Yeah. Okay. So pros and cons with Facebook. It's excellent platform for photos. If you want to be posting like full photo albums, say of your season, 2015 season, great place to do it. Most people are already using Facebook, so you're really familiar with how it works and how, kind of the daily use of it. It's easy to like, and it's not so easy to unlike something. So, for example, with Twitter, it's really easy to go in and unfollow somebody. But with Facebook, I find, there's so many steps to go in and unlike something. So once you have got those likes on your page, you've got them, unless you really tick somebody off. I find it's really easy to build up a loyal following on Facebook. Also, if you're kind of wondering how to manage all this, there's the Facebook Pages app, which is really great that you can download on your phone. You can be managing all your messages and posts right from there. If you have multiple Facebook pages, it's a really great app for managing all of that as well. So recommend checking that out. The cons of Facebook, it can be hard to get people to see your posts. You might have 30,000 people who like your page, but only a fraction of those are going to see your posts. So, that does result in having to pay for Facebook ads and paying to boost it. And if you really want to see those results, I recommend doing that for sure. It can be difficult to get likes outside your friend circle, whereas with Twitter, I find you can be discovering new people all the time. So just kind of branching out of the friend circle can be tough. And, depending on what your business is, a lot of younger people are moving away from Facebook. For Village Pottery, it's great because it is kind of our demographic. But, you do have to look at where your market is, what platform they're using. And Facebook is kind of changing quite a bit. And yeah, the Facebook ads to be seen is definitely something to be said. So that's kind of a quick overview of Facebook. If you guys have any questions or anything specific, yeah.
Do you use Hootsuite or TweetDeck?
I do. Like whenever I'm going to be gone for a while, I do, and I schedule it up. So
Paid version or the free?
the free. I still use the free. Yeah. Okay. So are we ready to switch to Twitter? Yeah. Twitter is really the network I love. And why do I use it? Why do I love it? Honestly, it's helped our business reach a whole new market, all new people. It's a really great way to engage with customers. publicly engaging and talking to them directly. Very easy to do on Twitter. So just some general Twitter terminology. So tweet is 140 characters, so you do just have that limited amount of space. Your handle is your Twitter name. And following someone is like liking somebody, so you're going to follow them and see all of their tweets. The @ reply is when you're publicly responding to somebody. A DM is a direct message, so that's just between one and one. That's a private message. Your avatar is going to be your image associated with the account. An RT is a retweet, which is similar to sharing on Facebook, so it's going out to all of your followers. Hashtag, we've already gone over that. FF, Follow Friday, is just one of the weekly occurrences on Twitter. So that's when people will kind of give a shout out to people they would suggest following that week. And that could be somebody that kind of gave them some love on Twitter that week. They maybe retweeted something, or they've got something happening with that business. Yeah, that's kind of the basics. So what makes a sweet tweet? So making sure you're mentioning somebody, you're including some hashtags, and you've got a photo. That would ideally be the best tweet. Leaves you wanting more, and there's quality content and engages the audience. So I've just got a few examples here of a good tweet, great session at TaiPi on social tourism with POTTERY. So, and I would probably include a photo in there too. And then bad tweet, I'm in a marketing workshop right now. So kind of like Facebook, where you want to include a little bit of everything. So a hashtag, a photo, and then therefore that's going to be seen by more people, and that's going to have some more traction. And you're going to be engaging a couple of people too. So TaiPi will hopefully retweet that out. And that hashtag is going to become kind of our conversation. So everybody here can be tweeting that too, and then we can look after and see what people said, and we can be retweeting. Okay. Tricks of the trade for Twitter. So linking your Twitter to your Facebook, your website, your blog, any page out there, you can have a little link to your Twitter account so people can follow you right there. Also, Julianne on Etsy, they've got a great option there that you can just link your Twitter and you'll be following right away. When people follow you, it's nice to thank them if somebody's retweeted you. So this is some general things that you can do just to kind of engage with your followers right away. Using the search bar is really key. So same as Facebook, it's up on the top and you can just search right away. Maybe hashtag golf or hashtag PEI, and seeing people who are coming here or people who are interested in PEI, following them and engaging with them. Creating lists is another great thing to do. So a list could be anything. It could be all the people that live on PEI that you follow, and you add them to this list, and then you can just select that list and see all the tweets from those people. So it's kind of like categorizing everything. And hosting a Twitter giveaway. So these are really easy to do. Twitter is a great way to kind of get a reach easily just by getting people to retweet. So have a giveaway of anything that you'd like and encourage people to retweet and follow you to enter. There's a photo down here of a girl who just sent a tweet with a mug and a necklace and said, she was given these things for a gift and was really excited. So, these sorts of things will come in from Twitter, and it's nice to be able to retweet and share that. And it's a great spot to discover new people as well. So some more examples. This guy on the left just said, love the goblets, any chance there'll be some done in denim? And I responded, I could definitely make you some. How many would you like? So like direct sales happening right on Twitter. I tweeted out, which is your favorite Village Pottery glaze? And she says, can't choose, you can't make me. And then another one, happy Sunday, retweet if you're drinking coffee or tea from a Village Pottery mug this morning. I am in Ontario. So it's really neat with like repeat customers too that come every year, to be able to keep in touch with them throughout the year, and they can see what I'm up to and what I'm making in the studio, and even like suggest things for me to make as well. Sorry, that picture is pretty dark, but just send a picture of mugs. You know, you've got options. You've got vertical, horizontal mugs. Love them. Do you have 4 of the horizontal? And then from there, I would just, you know, get their email address, or they could call the shop and order the mugs. This was kind of neat on the right. This woman looking for something in the loop, and then I said that, you know, that was made by Christine Campbell. She's retired, and she says, "Oh, collector's piece." So kind of neat to, like, you know, reach out with these people who really don't know where the pottery is coming from, and I was able to educate them and let them know. So Twitter pros and cons. The pros, every tweet does go out to your followers, so it is, you know, very based on the timeline. So once that tweet is gone, if the person isn't on Twitter, they're not going to see it unless they scroll all the way down. But you do have a good reach on Twitter. It's great for getting found by new people discovering you just by seeing a retweet. Easy to engage, so with the chats and with being able to directly tweet to somebody or send a direct message if they're following you. It's just a great way to have direct method of communication. The cons, it is short, 140 characters to work with. You do have to kind of be creative and come up with the best way to get your word out. It can be overwhelming for some people, and it's not ideal for visual. So if your business is all about posting photos of your work, it might not be the greatest, but it is getting better now. You can post 4 photos with each tweet, so it is getting a little bit better for the visual. And any questions on Twitter? Is there anybody here who's kind of hesitant to start Twitter? No? Everyone's on?
How often do you tweet a day? Like, how many tweets would you send out? In like your high season?
I would probably aim to do like 3 or 5. Okay. 3 to 5, I'd say. Yeah, and then Facebook once a day. Instagram, maybe like, you know, you could do 1 photo a day, but I'd probably do them in spurts of like 2 or 3 when I'm on there. Yeah, I find that kind of works the best. Yeah, because with Twitter, it's like, it is very cyclical. Like in the morning, there's a lot of people on, and then in the evening. So if you know, I would stick to those time frames. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Do you use Twitter ads at all?
What's that?
Do you use Twitter ads?
I was going to mention that. I keep getting these emails from Twitter, like, try Twitter ads, and I haven't done it yet just because I don't feel like I really need to, but I'm curious. I'm very curious. Yeah. I don't know if, yeah.
I just do Facebook.
Yeah.
It's not as easy to target.
It's not.
Not as good.
Twitter is struggling. I feel like, you know, Twitter could disappear, and that could happen.
I think Instagram's the new thing.
Yeah. I'm seeing so many sponsored posts in my Instagram now.
Full.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It used to
And
just
Snapchat.
be, yeah.
Snapchat's full. It's just.
Yeah. Yeah, Twitter ads, I am like, I kind of want to just try it out a little bit and see what happens. Maybe just run a campaign for a little while, but I would probably spend your money on Facebook ads if it's one or the other. Yeah. Okay. All right. We're moving right along. So yeah, talking about Instagram. Big thing with Instagram are hashtags. So kind of figuring out what are the best hashtags to use for your business, and including those with every post, and a great description too. Keep in mind, you really have no character limit with your comment with each photo, but you cannot have a hyperlink, so I wouldn't even bother putting any link at all in your comment. A lot of people will just say link in profile, and then that's a great way people will go back to your profile, and from there they can select it and it'll take it to the browser and go to your website or whatever link you have on your profile. So posting regularly, you could do a photo a day. I would say 2 or 3 at least. It is good to spread them out over the day. And also, like, if you're kind of unsure what to post or what you should say, searching again, there's an option to search similar businesses and see what they're posting and what they're saying. Join challenges is a great way to get found. So there's all sorts of challenges on Facebook, like photo of the day, and today you're going to post a photo of what you're doing here. Could be pretty much anything. You can search those out. And looking for ways to get more followers, commenting on photos. Liking is good, but once a photo has over, I think it's 10 likes, you're not going to see the names anymore, and it'll just show 10, 11, 12 likes. So your name's not going to show up there, so it is easier to it's better to comment below, and then somebody will see it and maybe go to your profile and follow you. So pros and cons, every photo goes out to your followers. Really great for visuals. Love the video option on Instagram. And they've now got a great option too that you can do a layout, so you can do several photos right there, and you just have to download an app to do that. Again, direct method of communicating, so I can also send a private message on Instagram as well, and I can be tagging somebody. So if you just type in the @ and then tag their name, they'll see that in their comment section. The cons, it is mobile only, so it's just on your smartphone. That can make it tricky. I think that kind of makes it easier because I do all of my social media on my phone. So it really depends who you are. Difficult to manage multiple accounts. Like I said, you have to log out and log back in. Hopefully that's going to change soon. And the links don't work in the captions. So be aware of that whenever you're writing up all your captions. Just make sure you're encouraging people to click the link on your profile. And just thought I'd show you an example. Instagram post, these Movember mugs. You guys know Movember? The guys grow out all the mustaches. Every time I post a photo of these mugs, like, it always gets a lot of likes and comments. And, these guys said, I need this. Can I order some and have them shipped to Vancouver? Just need 2. So, again, going in and checking your photos and seeing if people have commented and want to purchase something from you, because it's as easy as this. From there, I would give them my phone number or my email, or they could contact me directly through our website. So just a little bit on Instagram. Do you guys have any questions on Instagram? That was a really brief overview, but yeah, I feel like it is kind of where everything is going, and I would probably be devoting more of your time on Instagram than Twitter. Yeah, and it's fun too. Yeah. And okay, I would be remiss if I didn't mention TripAdvisor, since we are here with the tourism industry. This has really become a huge platform for reviews and, really becoming a well-known place to figure out what's happening. The number one thing when you go on a trip is going online and researching where am I going to go and what am I going to do. So making sure that you're there, number one, and then number two, seeing what people are saying about your business and responding to them. So again, claiming your business on TripAdvisor. So you'll have to go through that step. Once you've got your business claimed, then you've got control of it. You can add photos and a description, and then you'll be able to respond to reviews at that point too. Try to always keep it polite and professional. It can be easy to get, uptight about things that people say, but at the end of the day, this is a platform that anybody can say whatever they want, and you really just have to be understanding and apologize if something goes wrong. Encouraging reviews. So there are a few different ways that you can do this, and the more reviews that you get, the higher rating you're going to get, and then you'll show up higher in the search as well. So I've seen a few different things traveling around, and one great thing, I was given a free night stay at B&B in town. We'd just gotten married, and he said, all I ask is that you leave a review. And I was like, oh, that's so smart, or like, you could really do anything. Like, we'll have a giveaway with the shop, and for anybody who leaves a review on TripAdvisor, they're entered into our draw. So just kind of incentivizing people to leave a review, because, they're the people who are unhappy, of course will, but it's really getting those people who are already your loyal fans to leave a review. So maybe having a giveaway or offering something free to them in return of a review. Displaying awards in your establishment. So once you do get that high rating, TripAdvisor will send you a plaque, or you can get these digital downloads. And then displaying that in your establishment is a really great way to kind of remind people, oh yeah, we should do that. Or really just shows good credibility as well. So that's something to kind of aim for. TripAdvisor, I use it like very rarely now, but I know how important it is, especially when you're researching a trip too. Yeah.
In our business, like in hotels, it's huge.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes though people can try and threaten you because they think that what they put. Yeah, like for us, I find that when people review that and there's like all these great comments, and then you get like, because every day can't be perfect. And then you get like, one bad comment or something like that. Sometimes like the people that are reading it will be like, okay, everything is good, and then something is so wrong, where people will kind of fill in their own mind where, okay, how come there's 200 good reviews and then there's this one bad? Like, I think some people come to their own conclusion also. And I did go to an actual event that was done by TripAdvisor, and what they always stress to make sure that you respond regardless, good or bad.
Yeah.
But what they did say is that when you respond, and if the comment is bad, always say thank you, but don't say, like they say, if it's like a good comment, just say thank you so much for staying at the Home and Grand. Reiterate your name, but if it's bad, don't say your name, because when it gets searched on Google and stuff, the more your name is in it, the more it will go to the top, and if it's bad, that's not where you want to be.
That's a great suggestion.
So that, and it's just, obviously you work on the positives, but that, we always respond to all of our comments regardless, good or bad, but I know that has helped us, especially if you have to respond to something that's not so great. You're like, I don't want to ever see this again.
Can I delete this?
So some days you want to, and you're like, yeah. So,
Yeah.
But that's helped us.
Okay. That's a really good suggestion. Yeah. Yeah, it's an important place to like keep an eye on for sure, and like, definitely. Any other questions about or comments? TripAdvisor? No? We're good? Okay. Perfect. So you know, a lot of people, once you're set up and you've got all these accounts going, you're unsure of what to say, what to post. So, you know, here's some suggestions. Photos, really important. Posting photos, albums of the property, of what's happening, describing the history or the process, the day-to-day. You know, social media is really great for giving people kind of an insight into what they couldn't see before and reaching kind of a closer level with the business. Hosting giveaways is also great to build engagement. So, you know, if you're really looking for more likes or followers on your page, hosting a giveaway can be really easy. It could be a night stay or free, you know, golf fee. And have this run for a week or two and encourage people to like and share. Another great thing I've been doing lately is getting people to, in the comments, tag somebody. So like for the Etsy market, I said, you know, tag somebody that you'd like to go with, and then that shows up in on their page and engages them as well. So kind of getting that reach outside. Instagram is really good to do that as well, getting people to comment and tag somebody. Then they're going to see that and go to your page and hopefully like it as well. Yeah. So, importance of sharing. So, you know, a lot of the time people are on Facebook, you think just as a user yourself, maybe I don't need to hit like on this status, or maybe I don't need to share it or retweet. And this is kind of my plug, I guess, to say, yes, you should. You know, as also a business owner, you're going to be looking for those likes and you're going to be looking for that engagement. So making sure that you're supporting other businesses, and in return, I think it does your business better too, because they'll probably send you a retweet or a share further down the road. So making sure that you're kind of engaging with other people. Even like I'll go through Instagram and I'll like every photo. And maybe I don't like every photo, but I'm doing that just to try and get the engagement and get people to kind of see me show up on their feeds. That makes sense. And it helps build relationships too, and just kind of keeping the social side to social media. All right. So content is king, 100%. And we've kind of touched on this already, but just want to drive it home that it's really important to make sure you include a photo, video, or an article with each post, and stay away from just that straight text update. Including a hashtag, mentioning others, and thanking your followers on Twitter. And then the posts, like I said, Facebook can just be once a day. You could do morning and evening, but if you're just looking to kind of streamline things, I would just post on Facebook once. I would maybe send 2 or 3 tweets a day, and then on Instagram I would post once, but I would probably post more on my own personal account too. So yeah, that's a kind of general guideline, and morning and evening too. And getting those likes and followers, again, some more suggestions. Encouraging people to like. You know, I showed that post before, hit like if you're looking forward to coming to Village Pottery. Don't be afraid to do that. You know, that's going to get more traction on that post. And it kind of, people need to be reminded too, like, oh, okay, yeah, I should hit like, or I should share this. And that's going to help your business too. You can connect with local bloggers or any blogger in your industry, and you know, maybe offer up a product for them to have a giveaway on their blog, or encourage them to post about your business too. You can send them information and see. It's worth a shot. Linking the pages to your website, and this is kind of something that goes without saying now, but on your website just to have your social media, the Facebook symbol, your Twitter, your Instagram, somewhere on there or a couple of different places so people can be liking you there. Also great to have your newsletter sign up. I get a lot of newsletter sign ups right from the website. And that'll just be people who just happen to go on our website and enter in their email right from there. Participating in the Twitter chats and challenges and commenting on photos. So making sure that you're going to show up below those posts and not just liking things as well. So hopefully those things will help you out. And it does take time for sure. Like we've been on Facebook and Twitter for, I guess, 5 years now, and we've got like almost 4,000 likes, and that took a while to get there. And then my husband, he just opened up Upstreet Craft Brewing, and they got like 4,000 likes in a month. So it's kind of like depends on the business, and his is very exciting and everything. But for like your standard small business starting out, expect it to take a little while, and don't give up on it too. Like it's going to take a while to figure out what you're going to post as well, what you're going to say. So I guess the main thing is not to be afraid and just to start doing it and following similar businesses so you can get some advice with it too. So here are just a few, again, like doing a giveaway and promoting an opening weekend. This was something that I started to do just the last couple of years. Mom would just typically like turn the open sign and that would be it. So I thought, okay, why don't we just create a Facebook event and start to promote like opening weekend, or now we're promoting that it's the wrap-up weekend in 2 weeks. So by doing this, it's free. I just created a Facebook event for free, and we're drumming up more sales and just creating this special event. Really easy to do. I created, like, if you don't have access to a graphic designer, there's lots of apps on your phone that you can download to create images like this. I'd be happy to talk with you after or share. And again, just getting people to like and share to win. And just some social media best practices. Number 1, be authentic. People can tell right away when it's not really you. So finding your voice in the beginning is really important. And what I mean by that is like, how do you want to sound, and what is the message that you want to get across? The voice for Village Pottery is totally different than the voice for the Potter's Daughter. Same for Etsy. So, how do you want to be portrayed in the beginning? Figure that out before you start posting. Keeping the social media. So the 80-20 rule, you guys are familiar with this, but this can apply to a lot of things. But with social media, I suggest 80% of the time should be about educating and kind of showing photos about your product, and then 20%, 2 out of those 10 tweets are going to be a sales pitch. So a direct, this is on sale, purchase now. So the second you go over that, you're going to see likes go down and followers go down. I can guarantee it. It happens every time. So really kind of nurturing the relationship and giving people some insight, some education, and then every once in a while, here's what we want you to do. We want you to buy this. We want you to do this. Okay, so try and stay within that. Don't be afraid to ask for the likes, the shares, the retweets. Posting questions. This can apply for any network. It's a great way for you to get feedback. It's a great way for your followers to feel like they're interacting with you and having a say. In the end, it is quality over quantity. So you want to have, those, 30 good followers over 50 people that are just kind of spam bots or who aren't really interested. So really work towards getting those people that are really interested in your business and who want to be there. Okay. Oh, I always get lots of questions. How do you manage it all? It's easy to get overwhelmed, and you could totally spend all your time on your phone, on Twitter, on Facebook. Setting boundaries is huge, so figure out how much time you want to spend each week, each day, and breaking it down to that. Using Hootsuite and TweetDeck is going to help you immensely. So you could sit down Sunday night and schedule all your posts for that whole week. And, you know, it's kind of fun whenever I do this, and I usually do it like if I'm going to be away for a while or I'm just going to have a really busy week. And I'll look and I'll see like a whole list of like, it's National Coffee Day. Like it was just National Coffee Day. It's National Beer Day. So like, okay, Upstreet should be posting something about that. So you can sit down and you can research all these national days, or say there's a holiday, and just making sure that your scheduled posts are going to be related to all of these things. Stick to what works, and you're gonna find that out kind of on your own. What works for your business? There's going to be some posts that you won't get any traction, you won't get any likes or any comments. You're like, okay, not a good time to post. Maybe people just aren't interested. So, you know, maybe not try that. Try something else next time. Smartphone for the win. I mean, if you're a business owner and you don't have a smartphone, you really need to change that. It makes my life so much easier. I basically run everything from this. And yeah, I mean, that's all I really have to say about that. There are options of outsourcing if you feel you really just don't have the time, and if you're not able to run the social media accounts. Ghostwriters can work. I know Lady Baker's Tea Trolley. She has a student come in, and she's gotten to know the business really well and kind of knows what the message and the voice is. And I think that's, you know, for these big companies, that's the main thing, is getting somebody who knows the business and knows the message and the voice and what the goals are. So definitely can work, but ideally it's going to be, you know, the business owner or the manager, someone who's directly involved with the business, who's managing all the accounts and posting content. Okay? And that's it. So we have flown through because you guys have all been such a great audience. I've got my contact information here. So honestly, if you have any questions, send me an email or give me a call. I encourage you to follow me too and connect with me online. I would love to follow you guys back. And I've got this written down here too. So great. Any other questions? Think we're good? Perfect. Thanks so much, guys.